Okay, Wednesday morning in the kingdom, and it's going to be a hot day, just like last week at this time. And I was wearing my shorts, yes, and my muscle shirt, yes, just like a push-up bra. It doesn't come with muscles or the boobies to push up, just a minor detail. All right, so this morning we woke up to plus 12, but feels like plus 11. And the Weather Network changed itself to a new format or something. We can't change anything. It's just unreal. So I couldn't find the Fahrenheit button. So I went to the other, how would you say, government website, and I found it. But it doesn't change it over to Fahrenheit. Yes. Or it feels like. Oh, I'm so confused. It must be the beverage. So it feels, on the yo-yo scale, it's plus 53 Fahrenheit. But I have no idea what it feels like. All because they changed. Yes, I don't know why they made change. I don't know. Something noisy's coming into town. Oh, well. Probably crash and burn. All right, so we have sunshine over here. Just look at that bright skies. And I think Dick is getting ready to take off. Yes, on warm day we have smoke in the air. You can just smell it and taste it. It's unreal. Also, too, this morning when I got up and turned the computer on, I heard the little bing. So that means my hearing is getting better after getting zapped. Yes, that's a crystal clear sound when you hear that snap. It can't be replaced with any other sound. Yes, it's kind of like when she says I do, you remember those words. It's so crystal clear. Yes, the snap of lightning. All right. Oh yeah, there's the ramp deck there. We just got it on its side. That's okay. It's wind protection. Yeah, we should be working on it. All right. So now the sun's in my eyes. I can't see anything as long as I don't see Dick crash. All right. So that worked out good, rolling the cat over to work on it. Now it's the perfect height for the old guy to work on the rollers on the bottom, but we didn't realize how hard it was to roll because of the frame we put on it, back like a set of stairs, but we got it over. So today we're going to have a busy day with the staff. We have things to do, getting organized for winter, because it is the middle of July. Winter's not that far away. Plus, we have the rainy season coming in September. All right, I better get to work. Here comes the boss. Okay, I wanted to get the welding done this morning first thing because it's supposed to be a warm day here in the kingdom. Just like last Wednesday, I was wearing my shorts. But the exhaust from the welder is not vented out until we get that rectified. We have to limit the use of the welder because we don't want it to get too hot and overheat in there because the welder's not used to the heat. Okay, so this morning we got up, we had a plan. We cut the cover plate yesterday. Plus we had some bolts all boogered up at the end of the stump pan right there. So we corrected those and we welded the plate in. We just stitch welded because you never know, we might be taking it off. So we'll be under there with the grinder and the zip clip blade cutting it off. So this worked out very well, planned and organized. Okay, people are asking us about the auto shield helmet. It's just a speed glass. I guess they're made in Sweden. There it is there. It's a very good helmet. This one's probably 20 years old. I like the fact, this one was the updated 2018. Okay, so we have two of them. All right, I like the shade. Oh, we got enough talent. Okay, so if I'm plasma cutting, I'm on number 8. Outside welding today, I'm on number 9 because I have my dark glasses on. But if we don't have the dark glasses on, we're welding at number 10, okay? And then you can hit the sensitivity and delay time so you can figure that out to make yourself comfortable. Very pleased with it, tough as you can be. And we have lots of replacement lenses and everything like that. The only drawback being auto shield is the batteries are in here, and in September during the rainy season, the shop is so damp, these get moist or whatever, and they don't like that, so they don't, quick action. So the month of September, we take it in the house to keep it nice and warm. But that's the thing. Nobody likes being damp and wet, so that's why you have to keep things warm. All right, here comes the staff. We're hopefully going to have a full production day today. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom, and it's getting a little warm out here, but I got the wood off the top roller off that D69U known as rollerless. Yeah, upside down rollerless. So that's in the wood tote. Yeah, so we can burn it probably in August or at the end of the month there because it's going to get chilly. So it's a nice warm day. I don't know if I'll be putting my shorts on to shock the viewers, but hopefully not because we don't want that to be a regular thing. Show us little skin on Wednesday. All right, let's go have something to eat and some beverage for these lips so they work.
Wednesday morning in WHO-ville, and it's just after 7 a.m. and I'm getting out of bed. As you can see, it is pretty sunny out here, not many clouds in the sky, and there's a bit of a wind, so no bugs. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 15 degrees Celsius, which is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It's supposed to be extra warm today. I have to head over to the Kingdom at 10 a.m., make some phone calls, then we're gonna do some stuff, so let's head inside and make breakfast. 10 a.m. and I just got the quad out. Now I'll head on over to the Kingdom and make a few phone calls. Then I'll see what my dad's up to. Might even go do some shopping as well since I'll be over there. So let's get going and see what my dad's doing. Almost 10:30 and I just finished up my phone calls. Still no answer, so I'll have to try again later. But I have the list. Let's head up into WHO-ville and do some shopping. My dad's busy working on roller lists, so when I get back he should be ready to do some stuff. Almost 11 a.m. and I just made it back from shopping. For the 2 bags it was $113, but my dad got coffee, tin foil, sugar, and a few other things. Those are the most expensive ones. And then we grabbed fish sticks and some pizza pops as a treat. Then they had pies on sale as well for 50% off, so I grabbed an apple and a blueberry. I get the blueberry this time, my dad gets the apple. Let's put all this in and head down to the shop. 11 a.m. and I'm officially done in the Kingdom for the moment. I have to go back into WHO-ville and then up to the hospital for my meeting, and hopefully I can get the job on there. But I'll come back at 1 p.m. with my dad's laundry, and then we'll do some stuff around the Kingdom. Just after 11 a.m. and I made it home from the Kingdom. Now it's time to put the quad away, head inside and start my dad's laundry. Then I'll change my clothes and walk up to the hospital for my meeting. Hopefully I get the job. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to head back to the Kingdom. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 25 degrees Celsius, which is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It's been pretty warm out here so far. Too warm actually. That means we'll probably get a nice storm later on or tomorrow. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and get to the Kingdom. Just after 1 p.m. and I made it back to the Kingdom. I had a pretty good meeting this morning up at the hospital, sent in my application and resume. Hopefully I get on with them. It would be nice and a change of pace. As you can see, we have some whiskey jacks hanging around the yard trying to eat the dog treats. Now let's head down to the shop and see what my dad's up to. Over at Rollerless now, and my dad got the broken stud out. He oiled it up yesterday and it's coming out. Look at that. Felt like 20 minutes later, but my dad got it out. Look at that. Came out perfectly. 1:30 and now we are going to drag Rollerless back into place. We are just going to put it here and then lift it up and put these core boxes underneath. I'm going to climb up on top of the green toy so I can get a better view because it is pretty sunny out here and extra hot, so we're not going to do too much today. We do have a long list, but it's way too hot. Well, we got it moved into place but made quite a mess doing it, so now we are going to get on the green toy and lift it up so we can straighten it out, and then we'll get the rake out and flatten all this because that was a lot of dirt that came up, and we want this as nice and clean because when it freezes it'll be even harder to move. Got the one side on core boxes. Now my dad's going to drive ahead and back up and go around to the other side so we can lift it up and put on core blocks as well. p.m. We just finished putting rollerless into place. As you can see, I had to put the bug net on. The sandflies are getting pretty bad. Now we're going to hook up to the D7 and flip it on its side. Now we are hooked up to the D7 and my dad's going to push it up by the shop here, kind of to where I'm standing. Then I have to put that big block on it and then we can flip it onto its side so my dad can work on it for the next couple days. Now that we got it into place, my dad will get on the green toy and bring it on over. That way we can flip it over onto its side and then my dad can continue working. Looks like we might not have to flip it on its side. My dad has to work right in here and he says it is not pinned in so the tracks could come off on its own. So we're hoping to just hook onto either side here and then lift it straight up so that way my dad can work underneath. If all else fails, then we will have to roll it on its side. Almost 2:30 and I'm officially done in the kingdom. We were able to get a block underneath the frame, that way if all else fails it doesn't fall onto my dad when he's working. Then we have the green toy hooked up on the top as safety as well. Now it's time to head inside, grab my dog treats, then I'll go back to WHO-ville and do the weather around 5 p.m. or so.
Okay, that worked out rather well. Plus, it was an eye-opener that this thing is a submarine. Yes, a U-boat. It did a dive on the front, which is good, because in the winter, if we went to put it in the shop with the dirt floor, guess what? We would have nosedived and screwed up the packed floor. So now, I'm actually glad that I spent yesterday afternoon kind of sober, and I did everything on the top here, or the bottom. So everything's done on the top. So this cat doesn't really have to go in the shop to be, how do you say, warmed up by the wood stove. Because these rollers here, these holes are actually clean. If I spend a nice sunny day out here, tap out these holes to make sure the threads are good, I think this cat doesn't have to go in the shop. It can stay right here till there's a snowpack or a base, and then we can drag it up to the shop. I'm quite confident with this here, and the fact we got that other broken stud out, I'm quite confident this cat does not have to go in the shop. Now with the skid underneath, it can be dragged around the yard in the winter. Yes, when it's 40 below. Yes, oh, this is excellent. We had a good time today. Let's go check on the D7. Okay, seems how it is Wednesday, and it's Learning Wednesday. That's what we'll call it. Yes, it's getting warm out here. No, I'm not going to put my shorts on to have everybody, how would you endure my legs again? All right. So once I realized there's no pins in here, or nothing underneath there to hold this frame, the cat frame, to the tracks or the big spring, that's when we decided to lift it. I thought we were going to have to flip it on its side because we need access in here. All right, so this is the front support that lifts has that grill guard with the pulley to lift the blade up and down. Somebody could weld. Look at the welds the guy was doing. Yes, unreal. We torched it off because it was falling apart. And then over here you can see the crack. There's one right there, but that's no problem. And we have a couple back here, so we're going to get the air arc out when it cools down, and we're going to make lots of noise. There's a crack there, which is quite surprising. All the D6-9Us crack in here, and you have to weld them. But this D7 is not cracked. It's cracked everywhere else, but where the D6 is cracked. All right, look at the welds this guy did over here, because he kept cracking and cracking, which is normal. So they'd reach in and weld some more, I guess you'd say. So the guy did some really good welds, and then he had problem. The gods of gravity took over. So I think we can just reach in and just do the cleanup welds on that. Just air arc it out, do it up hand, make it look good. Very pleased with this here. And a lot better lifting it up this way than trying to, flip it on its side. And not much to air arc off over here because the support thing didn't really was broken off. But we're very pleased. All right, let's go have a beverage because this heat is too warm for us guys that are used to minus 40 below Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Just after 4 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 28 degrees Celsius, which is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It is pretty hot out there today, so hot that I'm actually going to go down to the lake with my little helper and his kids. So I'm doing my weather now instead of at 5 p.m. Just as I was about to end my day and stuff, I look over and my flowers are coming back. I have one here and then there's one down there. They are starting to look beautiful and purple. I forget what these guys are called, but I can't wait until they blossom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs in, and end my day.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We're done for the day. It's way too frickin' hot. I'm glad I took the afternoon off and day drank. Yes, day drank. I'm having a hard time staying vertical, but look at the skies. Oh, look at the flags. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, make a video, and drink more beer. All right, we'll talk to you later.